Javonte Williams tore his ACL.
Oh, fuck. That sucks.
It's bad.
I like Javonte Williams, too.
Yeah.
Wait, is he on my fantasy team?
He's really good for boomers.
Wow, Mad Dog.
That's the first thing you think of?
Mad Dog, this is like 9/11, but for your fantasy.
My fantasy team's already dead.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Good. Keep that in.
Yep.
Oh.
My fantasy team. Javonte Williams he's a human being, first and foremost, Mad Dog.
You know what it is a 9/11 for my fantasy team?
Don't finish this sentence, Billy.
Yeah.
I left 64 points on the bench.
No, he's not on my fantasy team.
That sucks, Billy. I'm sorry.
for him.
I'd be blowing Winston out right now, and Winston's grave dancing.
I forgot to start. I think it was Verlander in fantasy baseball. I'm in the finals.
Can you just? Am I stupid for
Yeah.
this long?
Let's see who you have here. Rating Billy's fantasy performance. I'm guessing that Billy,
Just look at my bench.
your team is the Bullfrogs.
Yes.
I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you had quite a bench performance. Let's see who you put in there. Yeah, you probably shouldn't have started AJ Dillon. Probably should have put in either J.K. Dobbins or Rashad Penny.
But could you have ever predicted that?
Maybe.
Is that like something?
Yeah,
that,
because like the Lions' defense stinks. So if you could have started somebody on the Seahawks,
I know, but for some reason in my head, I just was thinking like knee biting.
All right. Well, guess what? I'm here to tell you guys about a great sponsor that we have, Shady Rays. Today's NANODOSing is brought to you by Shady Rays. I'm going to put mine on real quick, if that's okay. Shady Rays on. Shady Rays sunglasses offer an industry-best combination of fit, style, and performance without the big brand price tag. It doesn't stop at the quality. Shady Rays offers the most insane protection program in all of eyewear. Every pair is backed by lost and broken replacements. I saw something in the newsletter that gets sent out. I actually opened up the Barstool newsletter that gets sent out every week here internally, and it says like ad read of the week. They gave it to Macrodosing's Shady Rays ad read. How about that? Great job, guys. Honestly, they make it very easy to do a good ad read because their product's awesome. I do wear the sunglasses all the time, and if you lose them or if you break them, you can exchange them for a new pair. Or you can also just return them for free within 30 days. There's no risk when you shop with Shady Rays. Their team always has your back. Go to shadyrays.com, use promo code MACRO. Best deal of the year. 50% off 2 or more pairs of polarized sunglasses. When you use promo code MACRO, you get 50% off 2 or more pairs of polarized sunglasses. All right, welcome back to Nanodosing. Arian, welcome. Arian is rocking the 4th of July Macrodosing tee. Looking good.
What's happening?
Oh, not a lot. Just I'm down pretty bad this morning, so I'm hoping that being around you guys will improve my mood a little bit. I'm in a funk, you know.
Talk to us, man. What's going on?
It's the most inconsequential stuff. It's just NFL stuff. I'm
listening.
I'm just depressed watching the Commanders. I'm just depressed. I just know that the team is just, it sucks. There's nothing to be happy about. There's no joy. The team brings me zero joy, and it hasn't for quite some time.
How long would you say? More than 2 weeks?
No, the last time I had like something to look forward to, or I was hopeful. That would be 2020. Like the second half of 2020. I think that was, our defense was pretty good. It was fun to watch. But now it's just nothing. Nothing's good.
So,
even the good parts, I feel bad for the good parts. Like the good parts of the team, Jahan Dotson, Terry McLaurin, I just feel bad that they have to deal with the rest of the team.
Are you? Do you have anything that you're looking forward to?
Oh, for the team?
Just in life.
Kirk Cousins maybe coming back to the Commanders in a couple years. Really, really pumped up about that potentially. No, I mean I'm pumped up that we might draft a quarterback. That'll be cool.
Sleep last night?
Not well. I didn't sleep well, but that was mostly my rib. Billy broke my rib. Watch the vlog, the behind the scenes stuff of our trip to Knoxville, Tennessee. Billy broke my cartilage in my rib cage, and last night, for whatever reason, it just. Okay, yeah, you're right, Billy. You didn't actually break it.
It's the Nike ball.
The Nike ball. I blame.
It's like literally they're like darts.
It's a weapon.
Yeah.
And last night was a very painful night's sleep for me, or lack thereof. So yeah, I'm just dealing with some stupid stuff.
Have you been having any feelings of hopelessness, worthlessness, or excessive guilt
about the Washington football team?
Just in general?
Yeah, about the team. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Anything else?
Just
when's the last time they made the playoffs?
2020. And
we made the playoffs in 2020?
Yeah, we almost beat Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. We covered the spread against him. How about that?
Who's the quarterback that game?
Taylor Heineke.
Yeah.
Taylor Heineke was the quarterback then.
Taylor Zeineke,
Yeah, it's very good.
Zin guy. He was the first person to sign it to go viral for signing a Zin can.
I love it. I love it. I miss that guy. I miss those simpler times. Do you think I'm depressed, Billy?
Yeah, I just did the screening. You checked out.
Okay.
No, literally, I just did the screening.
Yeah, this team will depress anybody, and it stinks. It's boring.
Have you ever thought of cutting people
Carson
out of your
Wentz?
life?
Yeah, Carson Wentz.
Okay.
Yes.
So, you know,
Dan Snyder?
I think you need to start cutting toxic people out of your life.
You're right. I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Carson Wentz.
Big T, do you want to sit up at this table?
I'm okay.
Okay. Before we get into the rest of the show, Big T is going to be joining me tonight as you're listening to this. If you're listening in Philadelphia, I have some breaking news. Brandon Walker is not going to be able to participate in the live dozen trivia event. So Big T, we're going to the bullpen, and I'm tapping in the righty. Big T is going to be joining myself and Fran because I feel like Big T is the closest we have to Brandon Walker in this office in terms of like knowledge base. So you're going to be filling in for Brandon, and by the time you're listening to this, we might even be champions. Who knows? We might be Philadelphia champions.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I was like your fourth choice. You tried to get Gardner Minshew, Wallow and Gilly, several other people.
But that's a good list to be on.
Listen, pal, I'm nobody's fourth choice. If it
Well,
were,
you are mine in this case.
right, and I had half a mind to not do it, but I'm a company man, and Jeff needed somebody to fill in, so I'm doing it. But I'm just letting you know I'm not doing it for you.
Got it. Okay, good. I wouldn't want you to do it for me.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I would have if I was your first choice. I'd been like, yeah, absolutely.
Here's the thing, Big T. Those other people, they have connections to the city of Philadelphia. You might say, right?
You know,
So trying to maybe show the home crowd some love,
Yeah,
have
no, it's
somebody
great.
that they can
It's
be
great.
excited about, like a hometown hero.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's fine. I'm sure they'll be tickled pink to see Big T come into town. So yeah, let's talk. We got some stuff to get into today on nanodosing. I saw this thing trending last night, and I wanted to know what you guys thought about it. The face reveal. We had the biggest face reveal in like a year ago today. I think that's when, not to brag, like the guy kind of stole my idea of showing your face on September 30th. I invented that. But this dude, he was like a Minecraft player.
He's a Minecraft Twitch streamer.
Okay. So how did he do it without showing his face?
He wore a mask. So you wore sunglasses. He wore a full like face mask
What was
for
his
the past
mask?
2 years.
Wait, I never seen
It was
the
like a
mask.
white mask with X's for eyes. Look up the dream mask.
The dream mask. That's creepy, man.
And why did he decide to show his face?
I think he just got, I think similar to you, stealing your shtick. He got tired of living under a mask.
Wait. Was it this creepy ass just smiley face white?
No. Well, wait, let me see. Show me. It's the white mask with like a just blank smile.
Oh my god, that's creepy as fuck.
Yeah. I didn't know this man existed until about 12 hours ago.
Okay, yeah.
And I was sucked into it for about 12 minutes. That was the most underwhelming reveal. At least your eyes are soft and beautiful. This man is the most mediocre white man I've ever seen in my life.
I mean,
Well, you know what?
I'm a pretty
maybe that's
mediocre-
why he didn't show his face.
I'm a pretty mediocre white man myself.
No, but I at least knew what you looked like, sans glasses.
Yeah.
But the dude, if you're listening at home and you don't know what the dream thing is, imagine a basic white man who streams Twitch or who streams Minecraft. Think of what that man would look like. Yep, you nailed it. That's exactly what he looks like. You thought of him. And it's like,
I think he's a YouTuber.
yeah, YouTube. He has like 30 million subscribers. And it's like, yeah, dude, I know what you look like. Like you stream Minecraft. I can pretty much figure it out.
I saw He's Ugly was trending.
Which is also rude. He isn't ugly. He
He's not
isn't
ugly,
hot.
right?
He just is. He just exists.
He's just mid.
He's just mid. And it's like, that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm mid. Like, it's fine. But
Nothing wrong with being mid.
no, but it's like these people were like hyping it. This guy was like hyping it up. He's like, face reveal. Dude, you look like exactly what a Minecraft streamer would and should look like.
But
Yeah.
you know what? Honestly, there is the element that he totally traded on personality and became popular over personality. Which,
Yeah.
and like, that's...
Which is great for him. And he's a gajillionaire. And he has more money than I'll ever have in my entire life.
How much do you think he made off the face reveal?
He had 1.4 million concurrents watching it last night.
What
So-
does that translate to though?
like in terms of money.
shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how much money.
Let's calculate. Probably tons of money.
Yeah, but
Um,
I mean, just on that one video, he'll probably make like $100,000. I don't know. That
His
might
name
be
is
a lot.
Dreamy.
But he had, when I was watching it live, like it was a YouTube premiere, there was 1.4 million people watching.
Yeah.
All to show.
That's insane.
That's so many people.
I consider
are these
myself
people?
like, even if I don't watch things, like I know who people on the internet
I
are.
have never heard.
I'd
of this
never
guy.
heard of that guy in my life. He has like 6 million Twitter followers.
It's incredible.
He has 30 million YouTube subscribers. I never knew he existed.
So we had
and he
something.
just plays Minecraft.
Yep.
So we had something in college called the ghost population, where they were people that you only saw at orientation and graduation, and they were the ones who were like indoors studying all the time.
NPCs.
Yeah, but you never see them because they wouldn't go to parties. They just were studying, being good students. So I feel like when those people graduate, they become fans of these streamers, and the reason why we have no idea who these people are and how they have so much of a following is because all those indoors people who don't talk to anybody else, that's their mode of entertainment.
Well, I mean that also. I don't know a ton of like I don't know.
Just-
I don't even take Minecraft content.
Yeah.
So like that guy would have never come up on my
My guy just sunned an entire demographic.
yeah.
Well, I mean, am I wrong?
unless you take in that kind of, or you watch a lot of streamers and stuff. But
I watch streamers, but I don't watch Minecraft. Minecraft gives me a headache. I don't. It's just like 8-bit
I just
graphics. I don't understand
makes
the
me
appeal.
so mad that he's like just unlimited money for playing Minecraft.
I mean, the people who like Minecraft are the people that prefer this internet world to the real world. Like if
The
you wanted
metaverse.
to,
You're mad at that, Maddie? You can't get mad at
that's-
someone for chasing their bag.
I mean,
I'm not mad at I'm mad that I didn't chase the bag myself. Like I'm mad I wasn't 12 and became a Minecraft Twitch streamer.
Yeah, I
True.
could have been. I might start streaming Skyrim because that was the one game I got addicted to. Totally went all out in.
Yeah. I also I don't know if it's a
Holy shit!
I don't know if it's a boy versus girl or a non-gamer versus gamer thing. I don't get the appeal with people like watching other people play video games. I don't really get
That I do understand. I
Yeah.
don't know about Minecraft, but
that's never
I used to think
appealed
the
to
same
me.
thing until like I got into gaming myself, and so like I
Right.
enjoy
Yeah, like I was
watching.
never
What you do is like, it's like I like watching. Well, first of all, I like watching people play the game. Like I can't. Right, so like you enjoy them doing things that you're not just able to do. Like that's what like have you ever like when I was growing up, like you ever faced a dude who was playing Madden or where you'd be on the sticks and it was like you got that one friend who's like nice and you just can't beat him. Like those like are gamers, and gamers are they nice at what they do. And so after you like watch how the game is supposed to be played, you then start to like enjoy the personalities and how they, comment on, because gaming is fun, right? Like there's there multiplicity of different games out there, and so like you fall in love with like the the personalities of the game that you're watching, and that just translates. It's just another mode of entertainment, honestly.
That I mean, it's the same reason we watch football. Like we would like to see Arian Foster run the ball like we can't.
Yeah, I guess.
Facts.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just have never been a fan of that kind of stuff, but I guess 30 million people are, and like 1.4 million people wanted to see this guy's face at the same
That's
time.
crazy. Like he tweeted. I just looked him up a little bit. He tweeted like today or like he was gonna do it, and like has like almost 1 million likes on Twitter. That just doesn't even happen anymore.
Yeah.
That's insane.
He has
That's
like 6 million
crazy.
Twitter followers, which Twitter is generally the lowest number that anyone will have. If he has 6 million on Twitter, he has to have 5-6 times that on Instagram.
Yeah, it's like one of the least active social medias.
And
but
I feel like for
still the
his,
most-
I wonder for like his demographic if Twitter is still a thing, like fan Twitter is.
I
Still
mean, it obviously is. He's had
Yeah.
almost 1 million likes. That's insane.
Yeah.
Huh.
God, that makes me so mad.
I mean, it's the younger demographic.
I understand the whole Twitch stream thing. Like, I get why it would be fun to watch somebody play a game, especially a game that's like action packed and visually stimulating. Minecraft seems like the opposite of that to me.
Minecraft is like, aren't you just like building houses and like
Yeah,
stuff?
but it's the creativity, and because it's a sandbox game, like you really can implement your unique mind into that world because it's so malleable. It's like the same reason why we at the end of the day, like when you build the Taj Mahal, the Empire State Building, like man has always tried to like manipulate.
We'll say that. I'm so sorry. I will say this. It is really so like when the pandemic first hit, like, and we didn't know what was going on, right? My youngest daughter, we got caught in LA. She actually had like a respiratory issue, and so this is at the beginning. So we actually had her on like a little ventilator, and then like 2 weeks later, the pandemic hit, and we heard it was a respiratory disease, and so like we locked down. We didn't see anybody, and so like I didn't even see my other kids for a little while. And when one of the things that I did to keep involved with them was, excuse me, we opened a Minecraft server, and they all played with me, and so like we're all in Discord, and we just had an entire little world, and so we were like building our own little world, and it was really fun to do that with them. And that like that's the appeal.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't see the appeal outside of that, but I understand how people can enjoy it. It was only fun for me because it was like bonding with them, and they enjoyed it.
Yeah, I also think that it just reminds people of playing the game, and so they look at the screen and they see the graphics from the game, and so they kind of feel to a certain extent like they're currently playing that video game.
But then why don't you just go play the video game? Like
Because you can't do it like that.
But the sports is different because like Arian is an elite athlete that is like a once in a generation, like that you like.
Was.
Sorry, but I mean he is. But like that's
These
something
guys
that's
are-
so extra, like so abnormally human. Like I can go play a video game right now.
But their brains are
They're
built
better at
better.
it. They're better at it.
They're
than you
built
are.
different.
I follow this one dude on YouTube that plays DCS, the combat simulator that I play.
right.
And he's just fucking sick at dogfighting, and he's just explained everything that he's doing as he's doing it. And I'm like, damn, that dude is getting into a one circle fight with an F-14 from the 1980s, and he's beating like an Su-57. This dude's fucking legit using the differential thrust. And like I watch it, I'm like, it's fun. It's fun for me to watch.
This might be a two Americas
Remember
thing, but
when
it's
you-
like
remember-
gamers versus non-gamers.
Remember when you said you used to watch videos of other people eating?
Yeah.
Why the hell would you watch other people's eating if
Yeah.
when you can go eat yourself?
You do. That's what you do. You sit down and you eat with them. You're eating too.
But you were doing it like an active
You under-
participant, where you
Yeah,
were
you-
invited to their lunch.
You like
Yeah, that's like the
some
point.
people play Minecraft while watching a Minecraft streamer.
Oh, maybe I don't know, but yeah, you with a mukbang,
What-
you
dude, that's straight. You argue like, why do people watch play? Like
No,
yours is weirder.
Billy,
like
that's a thing. That's
it's not
a
a
me
thing.
thing.
That's a weird thing.
That's
to do.
not a me thing.
Like-
I swear to God, it's popular genre of
You
YouTube.
shouldn't throw rocks in glass houses.
I shouldn't.
That's
Look,
why I
I'm-
don't yuck other people's yums.
I'm not yucking. I'm just saying I don't understand the appeal. I obviously see that the appeal is there. I mean, 30 million people, but I just I've never caught that.
You know what it's kind of like? It's like it's like a form of escapism, right? Like we all have our shit going on in our daily lives, and like that's how some people just get away. Like I didn't understand. I get it. I don't like it, but I didn't understand like the whole Shade Room and TMZ crowd, right? Like people who follow that kind of shit. I think it's the most toxic shit in the world, but it's like their form of entertainment. Like they like celebrity gossip, like what's going on, who's dating whose babies is having. Like I think it's the dumbest shit in the world, but like that's how people escape from their day-to-day lives, and I can't knock it. It's just I think it's toxic, but it's just a form of it, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, this all goes back. I mean, if you guys haven't seen Harry Styles' new movie, Don't Worry, Darling, yet, this kind of plays into it.
Oh, I heard that movie sucked.
It doesn't suck, but
I
I'm
heard
not
it
getting into
sucked,
it. I'm not
asshole.
getting into it because I'm going to get fucking dogs on Twitter. But no, it doesn't suck.
I heard Blonde
You are quite
sucked.
literally the only person I've seen say that.
No, it's so good. But I'm not even talking about it because everyone's going to fucking dog me on Twitter.
I heard Blonde sucked.
Heard that.
Yeah.
I heard Blonde is great if you're horny,
Yeah.
Oh.
Or weird.
or
Scary.
or maybe both.
Oh,
Jeff,
you know
Jeff
what?
D. Lowe told me. I think it was Jeff D. Lowe. He was saying that Blonde is just. It's basically it should be rated NC-17.
I stumbled upon some Armenian genocide denying propaganda on Netflix.
Okay, talk
It's
to me.
called The Ottoman Lieutenant. It was like, it's a rom-com. I was browsing through Netflix and it looked cool because it was historical. So I clicked on it. Turns out it's just like, literally, it's like some romance, but like basically half the time they're like, we can't control, like, portraying the Ottoman military in World War I as like not it's the weirdest thing ever, and I realized it halfway through. And it's just check it out, you'll realize it's total propaganda. I then looked it up and found that it is propaganda, and it was put out because there was a Christian Bale movie that did the opposite. But since we talked about acknowledging it on this podcast, I was able to spot like that there was an opposite. Like, it was really weird. And it turns out it was produced by the Turkish government. It's kind of crazy that Netflix is even allowing it on.
That is nuts.
Yeah.
It's also 10 years to the day that the DC sniper attacks happened. I was thinking maybe, do we want to do an episode on the DC sniper? I was
10?
10? Are you sure it's in 20?
That's what I meant, 20.
Oh, okay. I was like, I feel like I don't remember that happening
No, that's
at
what
all.
I meant. That's what I meant was 20. Fuck, I'm old.
I can put it on our list.
FT.
Yeah. So 20 years to the day. So
Today?
I think it started on October 3rd, 2002. So do we want to do that episode on Thursday?
Yeah,
Sure.
you know a lot about that. I've never.
I lived through
I think,
Yeah.
I mean, you've told a story about the van and everything, your van, but
Yeah.
I think it would be great to get it going again.
to just go through everything that happened that
Yeah.
week.
First person.
We could do that. But I've also I've been watching the Dahmer show on Netflix.
I was going to say that.
Yeah,
Serial killers.
pretty creepy.
I haven't watched it yet, but I've seen.
It's maybe the hardest show that I've ever watched, like to get through, because it's just so uncomfortable. There's so many. It's really, really good, but there's so many parts of it where you're just like, this is so fucked up. I have a hard time watching this.
Didn't he just like eat people?
Yeah, he ate people. He should have been caught. Like, he should have been caught, I think, after his second or third person. The cops in Milwaukee, they got a call because one of his victims was out on the street, like, trying to get away. And they showed up, and Dahmer convinced them to give the victim back to him. So the cops, like, gave the victim back to Jeffrey Dahmer, and then he took him inside and killed him. Yeah, pretty fucked up.
How did he convince them? Like, explain that.
He said that the kid was his boyfriend and that he was just really drunk, but in reality, the kid, I think he had like a handcuff on even, but the kid was like basically naked. He was 13 years old, I think, 13 or 14 years old, and Dahmer had drilled into his head and like poured muriatic acid
Oh, Jesus Christ.
onto his brain, so he was like all fucked up from that.
He was probably also drugged.
Wait, what? He drilled into a kid's head
Yeah, he did that to a
and
couple
poured
people.
acid in it?
Yeah.
And then
Jesus.
the kid got away. Oh, I can't. I don't know that I can watch
I
that.
hate all the people. I haven't watched yet, but there's so many people who are like romanticizing Dahmer, and I'm just like, this is disgusting.
Who's romanticizing him?
I mean, TikTokers, Two-Turn
there
Tony. I'm going to call you out, Two-Turn Tony.
Yeah,
Damn,
Fight
two-turn
me, bro.
Tony.
Yeah, two-turn Tony. That'd be a good rough and rowdy.
It would.
Explain to me
Like,
what do you mean when you say romantic?
People
So
are
he's
making-
a very good looking actor.
Yeah, people are making like fan cam
and
edits
the
about him.
aesthetic, they're putting on wife beaters and his weird glasses.
Yeah, people are making like edits about him and like kind of being Dahmer apologists.
His aura, his like glasses and like what he wore was kind of like is like kind of coming back stylish now, but like it's so weird. I was watching the show. I was horrified watching the show.
Yeah.
I was watching it last night, and I actually had just watched the episode with the drill in the head.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine, and the fact that like he got almost caught so many times.
Yeah, he should have been caught like dozens of times. Probably.
Yeah.
This happens every time there's like a serial killer thing, though, is that people on like TikTok or, Instagram or whatever kind of romanticize them, especially when the guy who's playing Dahmer is Evan Peters and he's like known for being very attractive. And same thing with like Zac Efron when he played Ted Bundy.
Yeah. Wouldn't
like,
that
they're
fuck
just
you
hot
up
people.
though? That would fuck. So I was thinking about being the actor that plays Jeffrey Dahmer because he does a good job.
Yeah,
Very
great,
good.
great acting.
Yeah, I was gonna say the filmmaking for the whole show, it's like so accurate. They've showed like things from like the cases, the court hearings, like everything they've done to build around it has been so accurate. They're like astonished with like, I think there was like maybe one thing in the entire show that they like had to like not make it so accurate.
So if you're playing Jeffrey Dahmer, and it obviously took, weeks, if not months, out of his life to get in character as this guy, and he was just, constantly on camera playing a psycho serial killer, and you have to get to a point in your mind where you're putting yourself in Jeffrey Dahmer's shoes and you're acting as if he would act. Like he totally immerses himself in the role.
Yeah.
That's gonna fuck you up, right?
Well, you know,
like you probably should go to therapy for a little bit after that to talk some of that out.
Well, you know what's a classic example of that? Heath Ledger Joker.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, Heath Ledger was never the same after playing the Joker, and that's why he went out how he did.
Oh, there's like a famous clip of what's his name? He played the Joker like back in the day. Jack Nicklaus.
Oh yeah,
or Nicklaus.
Nicholson.
Jack
Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson.
There you go. He was they asked him about Heath Ledger and he like had said it. He was like, I told him about that. Like I told him like you have to like prepare yourself mentally. I'm paraphrasing what he said, but it's like a thing. You have to like when you get into method acting, like you have to like put yourself there. But yo, this is wild. Okay, I don't know if this is the documentary y'all are talking about. But this one's on Tubi. It was released in 2001. And they named this shit Fresh Meat. Why would you name a documentary Fresh Meat?
Wait, about
That's
a cannibal?
Fucking it's about Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jesus.
Look at it. Bruh, it's called Fresh Meat, bruh.
Jeez.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I think that some people, like, speaking for myself, I grew up just knowing about Jeffrey Dahmer in theory. Just, okay, Jeffrey Dahmer's a serial killer. He ate people, psycho. Didn't really know any of the actual story. So actually seeing the story play out, it makes it a little bit more real. And it makes me be like, oh yeah, maybe some of those, like, there's a lot of like flippant references to Jeffrey Dahmer in culture and art.
Eminem informed me of almost every serial killer.
Yeah.
But like that's
how
my
you
context for it.
That's how you learned about like serial killers in America was Eminem?
Yeah, just like his rap songs about like he had some albums when he was like before he went to rehab, like Relapse, where he was just going off about crazy shit. And I was just like, wait, like it probably had, I don't know.
Yeah. That's how I learned about the evils of stepdads. Was through Eminem. Have you heard that song?
that's how I learned how to hate my mom.
Dad. Yeah.
Just
Eminem fucked a lot of us up. Like,
yo, just like
we got brainwashed. My generation, we got just straight up brainwashed by Eminem when we were growing up.
My mom said I couldn't watch any more TV, so I just went to my room and blasted My Mom by Eminem. No,
it's about like fantasy, like his early shit. It's just like nonstop fantasies about him like killing his baby's mom, or like cutting his mom's head off. Pretty crazy shit. Like that's what we were inundated with in the mid 90s.
Yeah, the funniest thing is I was actually listening to this the other day, and I was like, I think he's a lyrical genius, but some of his shit just didn't age well at all. Like he wrote a whole diss track to his mom. Yeah. Like he wrote could you imagine sitting down writing a diss track about your mother? But that shit is wild.
I mean, his like Marshall Mathers, like he like just talks about the most violent fucked up shit, like walking a Rottweiler with its head chopped off with a AK-47. Like, I mean,
that's the Eminem I just be passing on, bro. It's just so bad. Like it's so bad. But like then every now and then he'll do like a Renegade verse with him and Jay-Z. Like he'll do some shit like that where it's like, bro, just stay in that pocket, bro. Just stay there. Like I don't.
I mean, I just found a Reddit thread that's the worst Eminem lyrics of all time. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go through some of these because they're pretty good.
Let's do it.
Oh, Stay Wide Awake. I actually love these songs.
So fuck a chicken, lick a chicken, suck a chicken, beat a chicken, eat a chicken like it's a big cock, big cock, or suck a dick and lick a dick and eat a dick and stick a dick in your mouth. I'm done. You can fuck off. Fuck off. That's a pretty good one. How about this one?
What song is that from?
I don't know. Bees to flowers. Some people find me appalling. That's pretty good.
That's fire.
He raps, like for example, he raps about the Central Park Strangler. I think it was the preppy killer.
Oh my god!
In Stay Wide Awake. Like
I need more lyrics.
I don't even want to say some of this shit.
You want some more?
Here, I want to say.
Yeah.
Now you get to watch her leave out the window. Guess that's why they call it window pane.
Just good as stand.
That's a good song, though.
It is a great song. That's all right.
Because I like the way you hurt.
Okay.
Love
He had some great. He had amazing songs, but you could tell that was like stuff that was just going on in his head and like intense imagery, and he had to get it out. Like he definitely had some like OCD.
Some of that shit sucks, bro. Some of that shit sucks.
I don't give a
Like I
fuck if
said,
this chick was my own mother. I'd still fuck her with no rubber and come inside her and have a son and a new brother at the same time and just say that it ain't mine. I mean, I can't co-sign with the content of it, but that's the wordplay works. Like the rhyme
I'm telling you,
scheme's pretty good.
lyrical genius. It's just some of the ideas are ass. He had one recently. He said, hold on, I'm gonna find it.
I mean, but like, it's funny how like, so every time I see Eminem nowadays, he's pretty silent and like doesn't like when you see like him on Hard Knocks, he's very reserved.
Yeah.
Do you think he's kind of just walking around like, yeah, I said some crazy
Like
shit,
some heavy stuff weighing him down in the past?
I'm just gonna stay in my lane.
Like at any time, he's afraid that somebody's gonna come up to him and be like, "Hey, remember when he said shove a fucking Tonka truck up a little kid's butthole?"
I love Eminem. I'm not, but like he always when he's walking around, it's kind of like he's just like, I'm just gonna stay in my lane. I don't want anyone really to see me. I don't like. I know I'm like a second away from just getting like. I just want to exist in Detroit. I won't leave Detroit. I promise. Just leave me alone.
When you said I was born with a dick in my brain, yeah, fucked in the head. My stepfather said that I sucked in the bed till one night he snuck in and said, "We're going out back. I want my dick sucked in the shed." Was that true?
Oh my god. I mean, it was the best music to exercise demons to, because once you listen to that, you like didn't feel like, you know.
Yeah.
This is what he said. I left my legacy hurt. Fucking absurd. Like a shepherd having sex with his sheep. Fuck what you heard. Bruh.
That's good.
No, he had this
Why not try to make your pussy wider? Fuck you with an umbrella and open it up while the shit's inside you.
Yeah, I did. That was the one I didn't want to say out loud. Underground by Eminem. Underground, he has a verse where he talks about like Hannah. Okay, where is it? 6 semen samples, 17 strands of hair found in the back of a van after the shoot with Vanity Fair. Hannah Montana prepared to elope with a can opener and be cut open like a cantaloupe on Canopy beds and Glad bags. Yeah, glad to be back.
Yeah.
Like what? He just threatened to like do terrible things to Hannah Montana? What the fuck?
What about the entire song Fack? You know that song Fack?
That one was forced. That was him coming out of rehab, like, and he's just like, they want you to say crazy shit again. He was like, meh,
some of the shit is so bad. They say I rap like a robot, so call me Rapbot. What? My fillet is smoking weed. Get back if the stakes are high. Because if you diss me, I'm coming after you like the letter V.
I like this one. Now the plot has thickened. Now the plot has thickened and worse because you feel like you've been sticking your fucking dick in a hearse.
What? Oh my god! Hit Jason.
Do you remember Alphabet Aerobics?
Yeah.
By Basic, I think. Or no, it was by who was that by? I forget, but I remember some of those lyrics. They did a lot of wordplay with like just letters, like the "Come After You" one. He goes, "I'm like the word basic, only minus BA. My rhymes are like the word kill, except minus the K." I like those. I like anything that makes it's like a brain puzzle.
But Eminem had the best diss tracks. Nail in a Coffin, The Warning. Like playing those in the locker room before a game, like Nail in the Coffin.
I say he got top 5. He got a top 5 diss track.
Yeah. I mean,
but it's not even Nail in the Coffin though. It's Bully.
Oh, it's Bully? True.
Bully's fire, dog. So if we're doing top 5 diss tracks, we gotta go. No Vaseline's number 1. No Vaseline is just the GOAT diss track. And then you got Hit 'Em Up.
Yeah.
Gotta go Hit 'Em Up by Pac.
Is that the one that Biggie Smalls and Junior Mafia, some marked ass bitches? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is first off, fuck your bitch and the clique you claim just came out swinging. And then honestly, I would go I think Pusha T, his story of Adidon against Drake, I think that's the third best of all time. That might be controversial, but that boy laid him down. That was a moment. Y'all remember that? Or this is a Two Americas thing?
No, I remember that. So
Yeah.
if that says something.
Yeah. My guy took down a giant. That was what was so impactful about that moment. It was like Drake is like the number one artist in the world. And Pusha T like got him.
Yeah. But then he had to beef with Meek Mill. Drake did. Am I getting that right? That basically set up Meek Mill like back to back.
Well,
That was before.
the Pusha
Meek
T
Mill was
one.
before?
The Pusha T one was almost like uncomfortably mean, wasn't it?
It was like, yeah. But and that's kind of how this society has changed in general. Like if you listen to early diss tracks like Q, Pac, even Nas and Jay-Z with Ether and like all that. It's like I remember what Jay-Z said to Nas. He said, skeeted in your Jeep, left condoms in your baby seat. Like just disrespectful shit. And then when Pusha T does the diss track against Drake, like people were like, that's mean. It's like
Did he say
I get it though. It's hella toxic, but the culture of hip hop has always been combative and like you're supposed to go at their necks.
Yeah.
Didn't he say that Drake got pissed on in a movie theater?
I don't remember that one.
I don't remember that line.
I've got one more Eminem lyric that we should bring up.
I'm gonna start listening to Eminem again, and I'm gonna be coming in with a totally different attitude every day.
Like Eminem is good. Like I like Eminem, but you also have to be able to go back and listen to it and be like, some of the stuff is just crazy. But it's because he packs so many fucking words into every song, so he's bound to have some weird lyrics. How about this one from Rihanna, her song Numb? I'm the butt police, and I'm looking at your rear.
Oh my God.
No, we gotta pull up. I gotta pull up ass
God.
like that. Remember when he did that accent? That was ridiculous. When he was like, "What do you mean, B? What?"
Big T, what's your favorite Eminem lyric?
I don't think I've ever intentionally listened to Eminem.
Yeah, I could see that.
Never intentionally.
I've heard.
You've caught secondhand Eminem.
Yeah, I've heard songs like the Mom Spaghetti shit, but I don't think I've ever like gone into Spotify and typed in Eminem to listen to it.
Not even like my name is.
Again, I've heard the song.
Yeah.
I have not sought it out.
What do you mean freeze? But yeah. Little housekeeping. Sorry to move on, but if you see any profiles of me on any dating sites, please report them. I've been having a lot of people impersonating me. It's weird. Please stop. And report them so that they get destroyed. It's kind of weird that people are pretending to be me. And
Destroyed. We're gonna destroy
I've
these
had
profiles.
I've had those too, where people are pretending to be me.
People
I've had like
pretend to be Mad Dog.
I've had OnlyFans accounts made
Yeah, just
that are
delete them.
that are
It's
not
weird.
mine.
Like it sucks because people are like talking to other people pretending they're you.
Yeah.
And that's just weird because then somebody's walking out there thinking like, why did that happen?
Do they say like they're Billy and they're 23 years old and they work at Barstool, or do they just
Yeah.
use your face?
Both.
Because I've had it where it's like Tinder profiles made, but they're just using my face and it's like their name is
Yeah,
Anna.
they're like straight up impersonating me. So if you see those, hopefully
If you've been interacting with
it's
Billy,
not me. It's not me. And actually, we're gonna no.
What
that's
about
gonna
the Grinder
encourage it.
one?
You know what? Don't delete the Grinder one. That's fine.
That's actually
Whatever.
Billy.
Yeah, that's actually me. Actually, no, delete that one. I'm not on any dating sites. So just delete
Destroy
them.
all of them.
Just like report them. They were impersonating me, please, because it's
I just assume that like if you work at especially this company, you got to be extremely careful. If you use like a dating site, like just assume that everything that you're saying is going to get screenshot.
I would
right?
never use a dating site because I like you don't think that's gonna get tweeted. And
Yeah, that's what I'm
get
saying,
Put on
like,
blast.
everything. Like when Michael Che, remember when he got like some screenshots put out there. The dude from SNL, that's his name, right? Michael Che. He got some stuff put out there from SNL, and the person was acting like he was being like, I don't know, gaslighting or emotionally manipulative or whatever, because he was being like very short with her and not really saying much. And that's exactly why. It's because you just have to assume that everything that you say is getting put out there by somebody.
That's like in my brain now.
Yeah, so if you see a Big T profile out there, a Billy profile out there, first engage with it, get some good screenshots from it, send the screenshots to me.
because that's going to encourage
and then ask them to delete it.
just report them. It's just,
How many are there?
I've seen about there used to be ones a while back, but there was one recently that was like, that's been, people contacted me through Twitter DMs being like, why did you it's just like their group chats where like someone sent it into their group chat of an interaction that this random person had pretending to be me.
Yeah.
And then I saw it. It's like not cool. So
It's fake. Just announce it's fake. Like
Just
Bill
report
Russell
'em.
used to always say, like, if you see my signature out there, it's fake. Don't pay money for it, because he doesn't do autographs. Billy doesn't do online dating sites.
right.
So if you see a Billy clip out there, it's Fugazi.
Yeah, absolutely.
Folks, we got breaking news.
What's the news?
The U.S. is facing a butter shortage.
Those
Oh no. Big T, your comments.
I don't know why you went to me. First of all, I don't really like butter. to be
I
honest with
fucking
you.
love butter.
Now, if it's in like stuff that it's in, but I don't like put butter on bread.
The secret to grits is no water, just all butter.
I mean, you gotta boil the grits.
I know.
What are we gonna do? Like, what are we gonna do about mashed potatoes if we're facing a? Like,
What?
I'm
You
talking
put
about.
butter-
Why are we dealing with a shortage of butter? Like, what's going on with this?
Because
the cows
I
aren't
don't
making
know.
milk.
No, so actually there's a cattle plague in India right now. A bunch of cattle are dying in India, and they're thinking it might hit America. I mean, I think something's trying to kill all the cattle.
Is it brucellosis?
It might be actually it might be
Brucellosis.
It's a
I'm just taking a
tick-borne
shot.
disease.
What if I just absolutely fucking nail the name of the cattle-borne disease that's taking down cows in India? Just like off the top of my head.
Lit.
Brucellosis.
Brucellosis.
Bocephus is Hank Williams Jr.
Brucellosis.
Brucellosis. I saw it. There was an article on it in the Washington Post. Brucellosis infectious. Brucellosis. Unpasteurized dairy products. I don't know. This one's a tick-borne disease.
Okay, different one.
It's a real one though.
Okay.
Good pull. But yeah, maybe that has something to do with it, or just not enough people.
Is that causing the butter? That's what's causing the butter shortage.
It says tight U.S. milk supplies and short staffing at plants. The price of butter rose 24.6%.
Well, that's about on par with everything else. And
Groceries rose in total of 13.5, so it's almost 11% higher than. Yeah, we're down 100 million pounds of butter, folks. This
That's
is
a
not
lot.
good.
Thanksgiving is going to be tough.
Yeah,
It's going to be real tough around here.
You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna start using margarine again.
I love margarine.
Bacon
You
grease.
would. You would.
I eat margarine with a spoon. At
Yeah,
home.
you would. That does not surprise me at all.
Country crock,
Should
give it
not
to me.
Eat margarine with a spoon.
I used to put it on crackers. It would
Do you know
just be
what
butter and
margarine is?
crackers. Isn't it like lard or some shit?
Yeah, it's animal fat.
I don't care. It tastes so good.
People tried to get America into margarine like 25 years ago, 30 years ago, being like,
Yeah.
oh, it's so much healthier.
It microwaves better.
So,
It's softer, right?
well, you know what
Country
people
crock.
used to do, and my step grandfather used to do this. The bacon grease.
Yeah.
They would pour the bacon grease then put it in the fridge.
Yeah,
and
you
then
save it.
That's
then
a
you put it on bread.
You can buy that now, Bacon Up,
Oh, you can buy the grease?
and it's basically like bacon margarine, quote unquote, and you can use it to grease a pan or something.
Yeah.
But it's just bacon lard.
Mimi, down in Greensboro, my grandmother, she used to keep a big, like a mason jar of bacon grease on the windowsill in the kitchen.
We're really losing all the Great Depression like habits.
Yeah.
Like
You ever have
that all developed back then that now we're just like totally
save all your
abandoning.
shit?
Yeah.
You ever have depression syrup?
Oh, what's that?
It's just like sugar and water mixed together. Like you make
Yeah.
your own syrup at home. It's and then you put it on pancakes. It's actually very delicious and it costs like no money whatsoever. I'm
Except
I'm I'm concerned though about the butter shortage, because butter is delicious and butter goes into everything. Well, at least anything that's worth eating, in my opinion. Although
Right.
I am trying to do the Christmas abs. Day one.
Nah, you're
No.
not trying to do Christmas.
I went to the doctor last week. I stepped on the scale. I did not like what the number said. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to do Christmas abs. So today, I had a salad for lunch.
There you go.
How
Let's
about
go.
that? So tell me more about the Christmas abs plan. Maybe we'll get more people involved.
Here we
I'm
go,
on-
man.
I'm on it too.
Hashtag Christmas abs. What we doing is I'm not asking you to be a diet Nazi, but just Monday through Friday, have healthy meals. Cut out the sugar, cut out the fat. Some fat is okay though. Like there's some good fats out
There's
there.
good fats.
Cut out the trans fat is what you want to stay away from. But cut out the sugars, cut out all the nonsense. Just drink water, overhydrate. We're in the hydration station. And, on the weekends, maybe 1 or 2 days, pick a day. And you can have a cheat meal.
Mm-hmm.
One cheat meal a day until Christmas. You'll have your abs.
All right,
And
so-
you got to work out.
What one cheat meal
Another-
per weekend?
One cheat meal per weekend, yes.
So
Or just have a whole day. But don't binge eat. You know what I mean? Don't binge eat. Because what we're doing is we're training ourselves to eat to live, not live to eat. Make sense?
Okay, so what if my diet plan was thus: Monday through Friday, I'm doing salad for lunch every single day.
No dressing.
Light dressing.
No dressing.
No dressing.
Is it like you could dress a salad and it'd be just as fattening as a burger.
What
and
about-
it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
I dress it with red wine vinegar. Is that bad?
It's not as bad as it can get, but how I eat salad is just dry. You salt and pepper your salad. It's fucking delicious. And you put avocados in it,
Yeah.
and just
Those are
chop
good
up the
fat-
avocados.
Those are good fats.
It's a great. It 100%. It's great. It's great for you.
Oh.
But that's the health. A lot of health foods in America are like dressed with other things. And so that's what makes it so bad. Like think of like baked potatoes, right? Potatoes by themselves are fucking great for you. It's one of the best foods in the world. But then how we dress it with all the sour cream and cheese and all that shit, it just makes it bad.
So one thing I really am now sticking to: don't eat till lunch. Coffee,
Nope.
no, but that's how you got to do it.
I disagree.
And then you can't eat after
Intermittent
like
fasting.
8 o'clock. Just 8 hours of eating, you'll actually cut down on calories, and it will happen.
I don't necessarily agree with calorie cutting though. Like you need, like your body burns.
The only way to drop weight is to get a caloric deficit.
Listen,
Yep.
That's a fact.
I'm just saying, down 3 pounds already.
You can lose weight, however, but Billy's correct. That's how you drop weight. Because all a calorie is just a unit. It's a measurement of energy, right? And so it's how much energy is packed into the source. And so if you want to drop weight, you have to exert more calories than you are intaking.
And another one is every workout, at the end of it, do 50 burpees. Just like not sets, just run in place and basically do 50 up downs and don't stop until you get all 50 done. If you do that, it takes like 10 minutes. If you get all those done, even quicker if you get better at it, but that will absolutely make you drop, because that burpees get your heart rate going to such a point that it shocks your central nervous system that it's like, something needs to change. That's something I learned
You're
from
not doing that.
boxing.
I'm definitely not doing that.
Yeah,
but
because you don't want to shock your central nervous system.
I don't want to do burpees. That shit is like PTSD. We used to have to do those for workouts and like, you know how you do up downs in football when the team fucks up. Nah, that's PTSD. One thing that I am doing though, like I know everybody can't do this, but I'm golfing like 3 times a week, 2-3 times a week, and instead of taking the cart, I'm just walking the course. Bruh, that is a workout, fam. Holy shit, that is like it's like a few miles, isn't it? Like I don't know the yardage.
Yeah,
but
it's miles.
Yeah, you putting some miles in, and you just walking, and you pushing the car. So I'm pushing the car, but I am looking into getting one of those electric carts.
Oh, nice.
They're pretty little penny, but them shits is smooth, bro.
Yeah, that does look luxurious.
Yeah,
I'm not fortunate enough to live in a part of the country where I have a golf course next to me that I can walk next to or on all the time. But I did go for my very first hot girl walk. last week on Thursday.
Oh.
So shout out Big T.
How was it?
Shout out Big T for putting me on the hot girl walk lifestyle. It was good, man.
Yesterday was the first hot girl walk where it was like brisk outside. Oh, it was amazing.
You went on one yesterday?
Yeah. Oh, it was like 52
Oh, so you
degrees.
were dressing? You started dressing?
Oh yeah, I had a hoodie and jeans. It was perfect.
Yeah,
Those are the best hot girl walks are when it's cold.
Mm-hmm.
I really do appreciate the hot girl walk now. I get it.
Did you go on
Got to walk with
Thursday
a
night
swagger about
What,
yourself.
with the sunset?
Sunset.
I was on a hot girl walk when it was on a sunset. It was gorgeous.
You got to do a little
Sunset on
sway in the
Thursday.
hips.
Thursday night sunset was the best sunset I've seen since I've been in New York.
It was
Actually,
delightful.
that's facts.
Yeah.
And I was on a hot girl walk and I walked outside and I have a view from my apartment of One World Trade. And it was like One World Trade and then the sky. It was wonderful. That's when you go on a hot girl walk. It's golden hour.
Yeah. I was bouncing on the street.
Yep. Do
So-
some window shopping.
So I'm going to incorporate that into my Christmas abs lifestyle.
Tip for the hot girl walk though, for Christmas abs, you have to engage your core while you're walking.
Always.
Because that's what's going to get you the Christmas abs. Because a hot girl walk without engaging your core, like you're not going to get the same oblique.
Yeah,
movement.
I feel like my abs are there. I have abs. They're just underneath fat. I think a lot of people, like if you are moderately athletic, why are you laughing at that, Arian? You don't think I have abs?
That
No, it's-
abs under the
what
fat.
you said is absolutely true, but it's just funny
Such an-
to frame it like that.
Yeah. Billy doesn't think it's true.
No, I think it's true, but that's like saying you have abs under my fat. That's just you're fat. That
Yeah.
means your body fat is too high.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I'm saying I just got to cut that. I got to cut the fat out and then I'll have abs.
Just start drinking tons of green tea. That helps your metabolism so much.
Is that proved to be true? I've heard
Yeah.
about that, but is
Yeah,
it proved to be true?
so like when I get on my green tea kicks, like
Sounds
I
like
got
some- sounds like some
so
Dr.
cut.
Oz shit.
No, because the theme, it's actually so like, trust me, I wrote an article about it, and 2 summers ago, I got absolutely cut up as fuck, and I should share the pictures so people believe me.
You were on your Jeffrey Dahmer shit last summer.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? But low key, here's a dirty secret. Get a little nicotine uptake. Get it up there.
That's my
That really
problem. I
cuts it
quit
down.
nicotine, so now I'm
Yeah.
I'm fat.
When you're bulking, just cut the nicotine. When you're cutting, just get it going.
Yeah, this sucks. It sucks. I will get. I don't want to get Christmas abs though necessarily. I want to lose some weight and feel like I'm in better shape. I can't do any cardio right. I tried doing cardio last week on Thursday, but the rib hurt too much to like run. So now I'm just focused on. I'm gonna hit the steam room.
Go spinning. You can go spinning with me.
No, because just the act of like going up and down and
Really?
breathing hard, it hurts like shit.
Oh,
yeah.
do you want to hit the Russian bath again?
So yeah, I could hit the Russian bath for sure.
Hell
Sweat
yeah.
some of this out, and then just change up the diet, and then I'll have some Christmas. Maybe not abs, but I'm kind of the mindset that if you're over the age of 35 and you get abs for the first time in your life, kind of weird.
You never had abs?
I don't think I ever truly had abs. I had like a 4-pack at one point, I guess you could say. Why are you looking at me like that? Even when I was in the best shape of my life, probably 27, 28 years old, I was playing rugby at a high level, and I was still heavy enough to the point where like I had some cushioning on my body. So it was still probably like 185 pounds. I just had way more muscle on my body at that point. So I was bigger, but definitely did not have like a 6-pack or anything. I don't like that judgment from Billy.
I also think it's a genetic thing with how your muscle composition is made up.
Yeah, true. Arian says no,
Oh.
but I think that's true. It wouldn't be weird if Arian got abs because people recognize Arian as being an abs guy. You give off abs vibes.
But thanks, man. That's you made a couple of comments, man. I think you kind of take a liking to me. I appreciate it, man. But
Good looking guy.
it's not. I think genetically we are all made to be muscular. Our diets in this society make us fat and fluffy. I'm not judging. I'm just saying that's what the genetics say.
Also, I think some people tolerate carbs different than other people. So like I think I should probably be a low carb guy all the time. Like I think that diet works with me.
Is there anybody out there that's listening to this show right now that does one of those tests where they can like look at my blood and design a diet specifically for me and figure out what my body? That's a real thing, right?
Yeah, I did that shit in 2014. I didn't believe it at first, but my man was like, "Listen, yo, just try it." So I did it. I got on the phone with the doctor. She was hella expensive, but I got on the phone with the doctor, and they gave me a list of all the things that were good for me and all the things that were bad for me. Even though it's like, necessarily healthy, it still wasn't really good for me. So like, for instance, they say like, have you ever ate a meal and you just feel bloated afterwards? Like the rule of thumb is like, if you feel like bloated after you eat, it's not necessarily good for you. So one of the things he said, and which blew my mind, I didn't believe him, was like, if I give you this list of these foods, you can eat as much as you want of it and you will cut weight. And I'm like, come on, fam. He's like, I promise you. So my big two things were, and he says your body changes every like 5 to 10 years or something like that. But he said my big thing was a lamb and butternut squash.
Nice.
And so I tested him out. And I was like, all right, let's see. I ate, I don't know how much lamb and butternut. I just stuffed myself till I couldn't eat anymore. And the next day I lost a pound. Like I woke up in the morning and I lost a pound. It was like, blew my fucking mind, dog. Cherries was another good one for me. I can eat as much cherries, lamb as I want. What are those? Almonds. But everybody has like a different composition, and your body will react different to different chemicals.
That's what I was saying. So I did something a little similar to it, not like blood work, but I went on like, it wasn't like a scale, but it was like this machine where you step on it, like your bare feet, and you kind of like put your thumbs on this thing and you stretch your arms out, and it tells you like everything from like how much like body fat you have, like all this and that, and then it would tell you like what you should eat. And I didn't know that your body like burns close to 2,000 calories a day just if you were just sitting down doing nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm on a diet where like I have to eat more than that, like 2,400, 2,500 calories, and like just about the same amount of protein as like my body mass is. So I was like 210 to start. So I was eating like probably about 200 to 210 grams of protein per meal, like per day. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's working. I'm down like 4 pounds already. Like I feel better because I was just kind of like going home and just eating like one meal a day, and it was bad for me. Like I could tell I didn't feel good, but now I'm eating like 3 meals a day and I'm following like this nutrition diet, and it actually feels good. Like I don't feel bloated. I'm eating like good meals.
Do you think I could get back there?
Billy, why are you showing me your dating profile pictures?
That's crazy.
That was weird.
That's wild. And I was listening to Avery. Sorry.
Yeah, no, Avery, I was listening to. I think that's a lot of protein.
Yeah.
To be eating. Like, I don't know if I would have to be probably lifting weights if I want to eat that much protein. Because otherwise, like, what does your body do with all of it?
It fucks up your digestive system.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's working. I'm interested to see what'll happen in like the next couple of months. But I am working out, obviously. It's like part of like the training regimen. But yeah. I don't know.
I realized last year, because I got into pretty good shape until the summertime hit. And then the summertime hit, I went down to the beach. The mountains were blue every day. And just kind of like diet went completely out the window. Exercise went almost completely out the window. And then I just got back immediately to where I was like a year ago at that point. It took like a month and a half, and then I lost everything. So that's just me getting old. So if I can get back, I got to start now if I want to be in decent shape by next summertime. That's kind of how my life works now. It's just like you work your ass off, and then for like a month and a half, you're healthy. Mm-hmm. That's about it. So before we get to the rest of the show, I want to talk to you guys about Wealthfront. Wealthfront. This is a great deal. There's so much going on with the economy right now. Some people say we're in a recession, might be a bear market, inflation's out of control. Well, we can't tell the future, but we can tell you about a great place to earn more on the savings that you do have. That's Wealthfront. Wealthfront is an app that helps you save and invest your money. So right now you can earn 2% APY with a Wealthfront cash account. That's 20 times more interest than if you left your money in a savings account at the average bank, according to FDIC.gov. Getting a cash account is easy. It just takes a few minutes to sign up, and then you immediately start earning 2% interest on your savings. When you open an account today, you're going to get an extra $50 bonus with a deposit of $500 or more. There are already nearly 500,000 people using Wealthfront to save more, earn more, and build long-term wealth. So why wait? You can earn 2% on your cash today. Visit wealthfront.com/macro. Get started. That's wealthfront.com/macro to get started today. Do we have any beef that we want to get into today?
There is beef. There is 210 grams of protein in this beef.
I don't know if I like that.
There's a lot of beef.
I don't know if I like that.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to eat rotisserie chicken for lunch every day this week.
I saw you doing that. I kind of want to get in on that.
Yeah, you'll lose weight if you just eat rotisserie chicken, no carbs.
That's it?
I love rotisserie chicken.
Okay.
Because it fills you up.
I'm thinking about doing the no sugar thing.
I'm
Like the mincy no sugar or real no sugar?
No. Mincy's actually doing no sugar.
the Arian no sugar.
That's not fun.
It works,
though.
man.
Do you go no sugar during the week and then on weekends you sugar it up?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I try not to binge when I'm on it. It's just like I'll have like a burger or I'll have something that's bad for you, you know. But like no sugar, so like it's really dry and it's really bland, right? It's not fun until you retrain your taste buds. So like throughout the week, I pretty much just am a robot. I'll eat the same thing and with a little bit of diversity.
What about Halloween?
What about what?
What about Halloween?
Yeah.
The sugar.
Oh, I'm not like a sweets guy, so it's never really been hard for me. So I don't like candy. The only sweets I really like is cheesecake, but it's just rare because it's too much sugar. It's just disgusting to me. I don't really like it. When I say no sugars, I mean like drinks. I'll have like Dr. Pepper is my Achilles heel. Oh fuck me, Dr. Pepper is the one.
I might do sober October.
Beer's what gets me.
I might do sober October.
You know what I might do?
What?
I might do no sugar during the weeks after the Commanders lose.
Oh, punish yourself?
I mean, that's a pretty good diet, I would think. That way I get a couple cheat weeks here and there.
The thing is,
Like it.
my rotisserie chicken, I just ordered it, comes with pita bread.
Yeah.
And
You gotta throw that shit away.
yeah, fuck.
The pita bread's good, though. We should also play... Hey, how about this? What's the Beef? Brought to you by Arian Foster's Halloween song.
Remember
Not Halloween. What you mean?
The Halloween
Dog.
song.
Kids' Halloween song?
that you did.
Knock.
Oh, my kids made it. Yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah, that shit was lit though.
This song's awesome. Arian played this for us in his car when we were driving around Knoxville. It's a fucking banger. Certified banger. Can we put it in right here?
Knock, knock. Who got the candy for the kids? Knock, knock. Who got the candy for the kids? Knock, knock. Who got the candy for the kids? Knock, knock. For the kids, knock, knock.
Trick or treating, welcome into Halloween. Don't be scared when you start to hear the screams. Give me candy, we don't want no problems. Give it to me, or you're gonna see a monster. Monster, monster.
Put some candy on your doorstep. I'm surprised there isn't more yet.
Where is all the Reese's? I'm about to tear this place to pieces. Yeah. Where is all your Kit Kats? Huh? Open up your baggie, let me get that.
I want everything I like. Open up and take a little bite. Mobbing all night, walking down the streets through the mist.
I think I'ma treat you with some tricks. Say it like this. Here's a little tip.
Give me all your candy, stop acting like a witch.
Knock, knock. Who got the candy for the kids? Knock, knock. Who got the candy for the kids? Knock, knock. Who got the candy for the kids? Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Who got the candy for the kids? Knock, knock. Who got the candy for the kids? Knock, knock. Who got the candy for the kids?
I'ma have to show the trick-or-treaters what it is. Goblins and ghouls and the werewolves moon. Zombies from the graveyard coming here soon.
Skeletons dancing with the ghosts in the streets where the mummies and the vampires feast.
Blood dripping from the candy bag. Bees coming out my mouth like I'm Candyman, huh?
Hocus pocus, are you into superstition? Vroom vroom on a broom, they be different.
Witches and Wiccans and devilish disguises coming from the smoke while it rises.
I get real happy when it's Halloween night. I'ma pump a town full of fright.
Right?
We don't want no candy corn. We don't want no licorice. We don't want no candy corn. We don't need no licorice. Knock, knock. Who got the candy for the kids? Knock, knock. Who got the candy for the kids? Knock, knock. Who got the candy for the kids? Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Who got the candy for the kids? Knock, knock. Who got the candy for the kids? Knock, knock. Who got the candy for the kids?
I'ma have to show the trick or treaters what it is.
Give me your candy. I love it.
We have a beefer.
Fire.
All right, yeah, let's get into the beef.
He has beef with you and I.
No candy corn. Just beef.
We also need teed off later. You teed off about anything today?
This was a banner weekend for insufferable liberals, and I'm teed off about two of them in particular.
All right, hang on.
All right, let's get into it. Insufferable libs. Who could it be? Who could it be?
That's a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
That's what they call a tease in the biz.
it's a great tease.
Capital T.
Stay with
Trying to
us.
think who that could be this weekend.
Jack?
Ooh,
Just kidding.
did he wimp out?
I think. Oh. Jack?
Guys,
Hey, Jack.
what's up, PFT? How's it going, man?
What's up? Doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. I got some beef with you today.
Okay, let's cook.
So I'm from Washington, D.C. I hard Washington Commanders fan like you. And honestly, man, like, it just gets me tight hearing you talk about the team. Like, I skip past your part that you talk about the Commanders on PMT like every single week when we lose, because it's nothing but just like negativity and negativity and negativity. And dude, I think we have a top 10 receiving core in football. And like, you just are just nothing but negative.
I've literally said that we have a top 5 receiving core in football.
Okay, well,
I said that. I think I said
He
that
missed that
last
because he
week.
skipped it.
Yeah, I think I said that last week. But there really isn't anything to be happy about. What's there to be happy about? You tell me. Pump me up.
I mean, Jahan Dotson.
Yeah. No, I said earlier in this episode, actually, like Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, I love those guys. Curtis Samuel, he looks good this year. But then Brian Robinson, obviously, it's an amazing story that he's able to come back. I hope nothing but the best for him. He seems like a good player. But dude, it's depressing watching this. Like, it's not even fun watching this team. They're not even fun bad.
I know, man. Like, it's like, I agree with you, but I feel like we have something to look forward to in the future for the first time in a long time, I think, though. Like, Carson Wentz is obviously not the long-term solution. And I think we're going to be seeing some Sam Howell action in the future. And I'm just like, you just got to look for stuff to get excited about. Like, because we've just had so many years of misery.
I would love for Sam Howell to get in the game. I would love that. Nothing more would make me happy. I just can't. It's very sad watching this team play, because it's just, if you're a fan of the Lions, they're playing exciting games. They're playing exciting types of football. They're probably not very good, but at least they're scoring points. They're in competitive, weird, unusual games. The last couple of weeks for the Commanders has just been like, okay, we're gonna let you kick us directly in our asshole for 90 minutes, and then we're gonna mount a little bit of a comeback at the end, but just nothing really to even be excited about.
Yeah, no, I really don't want to blame the players exclusively, though. Like, fucking Scott Turner, fucking MAGA Jack Del Rio. Like, our coaching staff is just an absolute disaster, and we're not doing anything about it. But
my Super Bowl is going to be the next year's draft. I think I'm just like looking forward already to, let's get a quarterback. Let's get a new quarterback here, and obviously Sam Howell. Let's see what we have with him. But yeah, I want a new quarterback. Actually, you know what my real Super Bowl is? My real Super Bowl is, it seems like we're getting closer and closer to the end of Dan Snyder.
Yep.
And
yep.
so when that happens, oh buddy, you're gonna see 180-degree turn from me, because I've been around Dan Snyder for long enough to know that just nothing under his watch will ever truly really be good, which is sad to say.
I was about to say my Super Bowl is when Dan Snyder dies in prison, but
yep,
we got a little while till that comes about.
I would even take like die in real life. That would be my Super Bowl too.
Absolutely. But I love the pod, guys. You guys are the best. Is Arian on today or no?
He's here, yeah.
Arian, I'm sure you get this all the time, but you are truly the reason that I fell in love with football. That Pats Texans playoff game, that was like one of the coolest experiences of my life. Like, you were just like, the way you played the game was just absolutely unbelievable, and you're an inspiration to me, man.
Oh, I appreciate that, my brother. Kind words, man. Appreciate it.
Of course. Yeah, well, you guys are the best. Also, just one quick thing for Mad Dog.
Yep, what's up?
Mad Dog, so, like, I know you're a Browns fan, and
yeah,
the impending Deshaun Watson is coming. What do you, like, I'm just wondering, what are you going to do?
I'm going to stop being a public supporter of the Browns after, what is it, week 13?
No, I think it's like week 8 or 9, right?
No, remember
There's an
the
11
appeal?
game
he
suspension,
got
so
pushed
12 weeks.
Yeah, no, I am not. I mean, I've said it. I'm not cheering for Deshaun Watson. I wish him the worst. It really sucks that he's on my football team. So I will probably, again, based on how this season is going, I don't know if I'll have a lot to root for by then anyways. But yeah, I'm checking out as a Browns fan probably after week 13 or whenever he comes back after our bye week.
It's just
tough to be a girl Browns fan.
It's just awful.
Yeah, no. So I am actively anti Deshaun Watson. I want to make that pretty clear for the people. So I've been live tweeting the Browns games. That will probably stop once Deshaun Watson comes back, or Jacoby Brissett just starts going off and they have to bench Deshaun Watson because Jacoby Brissett's just so amazing, which could happen. I believe in Jacoby. But yeah, no, I'm out on Deshaun.
Billy, how are you feeling about the Jets?
Amazing. Victory Monday. Zach Wilson, I think, is a guy. I think he is the guy, and the game was electric to watch. I mean, couldn't have asked for a better outcome for Zach Wilson's return.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. It was great to see them get a win. I was rooting for you, buddy. All right, thank you guys so much. It was great to hop on. You guys are the best.
All right, thanks, Jack. I'll try to find a little bit of positivity to bring every week, but it's going to be tough, but I'll try.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
We got another one. Are you guys good with that?
That guy was too nice.
Yeah, let's do one more. Billy, you don't want the actual smoke, because if somebody does get any meaner than that to you, you just get like angry and start screaming at them.
Sometimes
and tell them that they're wrong.
That's what the beef's about.
It's nice. Sometimes it's nice to like have some beef and have some sweet.
Some cathartic just yelling at somebody.
Yeah.
No, that was nice about what he said about Arian. Like, sometimes it's nice.
Anyone else thinking about Waffle House right now?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Stop. We just had this whole conversation about how we're going to be healthy.
Yeah.
Are you gaming?
Yep, this is gaming.
What's
Hi.
up, gaming?
Doing well. How are y'all doing today?
Doing great. What's your beef?
All right, so my first beef is with UPFT.
Uh-oh.
So I came from North Carolina to y'all's last punk show in New York.
Okay.
And it seems like y'all had Billy out there. Y'all brought Caroline out there. But what are we doing to get Arian out there?
Oh,
that's a good question. Arian, would you want to perform with us ever?
Yeah. What song? Y'all just do cover songs?
Yeah, basically. Like if there's a cover song that we can play as like a rock band that you could perform with us, what would it be?
I'd have to give me 2 minutes.
Okay.
Let me think about that.
We'll give you 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'd be down to get out there. Yeah.
Well, I had a follow up with Pop Punk then. Limited dates. When are y'all going on tour again?
Yeah, so
I'm having withdrawals now.
It's tough. Thank you for coming to the show, by the way. I appreciate that. We were going to be playing last weekend in Ocean City, Maryland. Unfortunately, got canceled because of the hurricane. And I looked at the weather in Ocean City. I should have done this on Saturday. We could have played. Yeah. We could have played Saturday. I don't know about the rest of the festival because it was a Friday, Saturday, Sunday thing. So maybe that didn't tell the entire story. But I was looking at the weather down there and I was like, damn, I could be on stage right now. So we weren't able to do that. The tricky thing is with us, we've got, so it's me, Roan, Robbie, Frankie, and Nick. And we all do different things at the company entirely. So none of us are involved in like the same podcasts or shows or really groups of content. So it's really hard for us to get time where we all have it free at the same time where we're together. That said, we do want to play more shows and we want to do another album. That's probably our next goal, is to put out an album. But if we do have some wintertime shows here in New York, we'll probably do that. And then if we get asked to play shows for like the college football tour like they did last year, I think we'd be down to do that as well. But that's kind of where we're at right now. It's tough to get everybody on the same page though.
Yeah, the one in New York was dope. Getting to meet everyone, and I mean, just walking up to the bar and getting to see all the Barstool people was pretty sick. So definitely having withdrawals. And Arian, like I said, I think you'd be perfect up there.
Got it. 2 songs that I would love to perform. Cause y'all just do rock covers, right?
We could do anything.
Okay, well I'll pause on that. But the ones that I would love, California Dreamin'.
Okay.
And then Enter the Sandman.
Oh,
Would you sing Enter Sandman?
Yeah, I grew up on that. That's my shit.
Give me a taste.
No.
Give me just a little taste.
No.
Take my hand.
Just give me an off to Never Neverland. Let's hear it, Aaron.
All right, check it out. No.
Oh,
Fuck you.
Damn, bro.
Dreams of what? Dreams of lies. Yeah, okay, we'll get you on stage for that.
The Sandman.
That'd be lit.
We'll get you to do Enter Sandman. That'd be amazing.
That'd be fun.
The second beef is with Billy.
What's up, dude?
Well, so I have a question about the merch competition.
Yeah.
So do you just not trust your fans, or are you scared of Hank?
What do you mean?
So, we were supporting you, trying to get you to, second or third, buying merch, all that stuff. But then you, at the very end, made a deal.
No. So if you look at if I didn't make that deal, that deal, no matter what, made me more money than if I got third. So it was either like, if you looked at all the possible outcomes, if I didn't do the deal with Hank and Jake, I would have ended up missing out on money.
What if you just trusted your list and they could have gotten you to second?
Well, I would have, if they got me. So basically, Hank, the spread of numbers, Hank knew, and he knew he would never win, but he had access to numbers we didn't, and basically he really screwed Jake. I was a benefactor in the deal. Basically, the spread between Hank and I and Jake and I was way too big to traverse unless there was a push that wasn't possible.
Yeah, so that's what he was asking though, is like, why didn't you trust Billy's list to traverse you over that gap and have you end up in second place?
Because I had a gap of knowledge that I now know, and I was pushing it nevertheless, because even if I did get second, it was like beneficial for me to do the deal, because if I didn't get included in that deal, Jake and Hank were going to make a deal and I'd gotten screwed. So I know it was all shady, but if you were in my position, you'd realize that of all the possible outcomes, if I were to not make a deal, then they'd make the deal and I'd get screwed out of basically free money.
Okay.
So, well, no, I'm a competitor.
Yeah, well, I was a competitor. Like, I wanted to compete. I was going to compete, but
sounds like
I wasn't going to stop competing. Like, making the deal didn't stop me from competing.
It sounds like you weren't that much of a competitor.
The only one who got screwed over was Jake by Hank.
Well, and you, because you didn't trust your list.
And your fans.
And your fans.
No, believing in you.
That's a good point.
I'll actually write up an explanation for Billy's list that I'll put into the group chat of the multiple events that could have happened if I didn't take
I'm sure that'll go well.
No, they're very understanding.
All right.
And they're very intelligent, so they understand.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I feel like
I handpicked them.
There's a grain of truth into what he's saying to you, which is, if you had truly trusted the list and if you were a competitor and you really were about that grind set, then you wouldn't have taken the deal.
If I spent money buying merch and I was like, I'm doing this to support Billy, and then you cut that deal, I'd be teed off.
But the deal wasn't like I still was trying to win.
Well, no, you were guaranteeing yourself the safest option.
Not necessarily. Basically, Jake and Hank were going to try to push.
If you had won, if you had come in first place, that deal would have cost you money.
No, because that wasn't what it was dependent on.
What was it?
It was dependent on whether if Hank broke into the top 3, which basically he used information that we didn't have and then sort of twisted it to make us like strong arm us. And I mean, that's how he made it's a complicated situation. I just sort of wanted to, I knew that we'd compete, but I wasn't going to, the deal never affected my push. Like it never affected how hard I was going on selling.
Okay.
So I know it's kind of shit. Like, I mean, blame Hank. It's just fucking annoying. The whole situation. The fact that he created a competition, made us go hard on it, and he had like, it's just ridiculous.
So Hank and Billy, rough and rowdy, 1-0 each.
He would never do that. There's been discussions. He'd never do that.
Okay. All right. Well, I think you bring up some good points. I don't think that Billy's willing to concede, but I think that points were made. I'll put it that way.
I had trust in the list. And because of that, the deal had to do with literally if I didn't make the deal, like I was also taking advantage of Jake because Hank was getting it done. So like if I didn't hop on, it would be a stupid decision. We're over explaining now, but
okay. Got it.
No, that's all I had. I appreciate it. I listen to the podcast every week. I love the long podcast. I commute about an hour both ways into work, so it definitely helps there. So, you guys are great. Keep it up. And Big T, let's go Braves.
Yes, sir.
About to clinch it up tonight.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Right, y'all have a great one.
Take care, man.
Thanks, bro.
Okay, we got any more beef?
Do you guys want to do more? We can do one.
Let's not do another one. Let's just do teed off.
Let's do teed off.
Yeah.
There's been an uptick of beef recently.
Has there?
It's that time of year.
Yeah, people are getting beefy.
Did we get that guy's real name?
Gaming?
No.
Gaming. His name is Gaming.
Well, yeah,
No,
I didn't know, but because I didn't, the North Carolina accent like he has is, I think, my favorite.
It's a good accent.
I love that voice.
It's got some similarities to Tennessee.
Yeah.
There's a North Carolina accent.
Yeah, like mountains, the way he was talking.
Oh, okay. All right.
Is it like an Appalachian?
Yeah, like it's a very distinct Southern accent. Like there's kind of that Georgia, Alabama, then, but North Carolina, I like the way
it's not
his voice
slow.
Yeah, it was the way his voice
slow.
sounded. Like I just like that accent. Anyway, so I told y'all there were 2 insufferable liberals that I'm upset with. It's actually
wait real quick though. I mean, this is like our most listened to segment ever that we ever put out. Is What's the Beef with Big T? So obviously it's going to be sponsored by Bird Dogs.
That's true,
right? So Bird Dogs. I'm wearing Bird Dogs right now. No joke, as Arian says, no cap. I'm wearing my Bird Dogs. I got the shorts on right now. But Bird Dogs aren't just shorts. That's right. They just launched sweatpants. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's a game changer.
That's an understatement.
Yeah.
A game
Please,
changer. That's
36, 34.
That's a life changer. Please, Bird Dogs, send some of that up here. They're super comfortable, apparently. I trust them. You know what? Normally, if I haven't tried the product, I will not read ads saying how comfortable that certain items of clothing are. That's just the PFT difference that I try to give you. Some honesty. With Bird Dogs, I'm going to make an exception because I own probably 15 pairs of Bird Dog shorts, and they're some of my favorite things to put on. My favorite items of clothing are Bird Dog shorts, so I'm going to trust Bird Dogs on this. Their sweatpants are super comfortable, like that cute little charming bear rubbing up against your thighs. You know, that comfy little bear family. Bird Dogs joggers are higher quality than Lululemon and $20 less. What are we talking about here? Go buy some Bird Dogs. If you still wear shorts in the winter, it doesn't matter if it's Florida or 10 degrees in New England or Chicago. They have their signature shorts with the built-in liners, the most comfortable shorts in existence. Go to birddogs.com, enter promo code MACRO. They will throw in a free Bird Dogs rope hat. That's birddogs.com, promo code MACRO, and boom, you get a free Bird Dogs rope hat with your pair of Bird Dogs. the most comfortable shorts, pants, and sweatpants with built-in liners. You will not take these things off. I promise you that. Bird Dogs just launched sweatpants. Holy shit. Send me some Bird Dog sweatpants. Send me some Bird Dogs joggers. I will wear them every day. That is my promise. I love the shorts. I'm wearing the shorts right now. And they're the best things that I own. So Bird Dogs. Go to birddogs.com and promo code MACRO to get that free Bird Dogs rope hat.
34-36.
Okay, Big T. What are you teed off about, Big T?
So in the time since we've teased it, there's actually been a third that's added to the list. So there's 3 of the worst liberals on the planet that really have me teed off this week. And I'll go from least consequential or the least upset it made me to the most.
Okay.
So Keith Olbermann yesterday,
I knew he'd be on the list.
There's a video of Max Scherzer just like looking like a fucking psycho before his start against the Braves.
Yep.
The Mets obviously lost all 3 games in their biggest series in 7 years. They got
and Blooper's going to get married to Mrs. Met.
Yeah, Buster Olney was dancing the whole 9. So this account sportstalkatl.com quoted and said Max Scherzer, Pete Alonso handshake gift, and says getting psyched before losing in the biggest moments of their lives, which they did. Keith Olbermann responds.
Is that really Max Scherzer's biggest moment of his life?
Well, maybe. I mean,
he won a World Series.
Okay, biggest moment of this season.
Okay.
Pete Alonso, that was the most consequential moment of his career for sure. Keith Olbermann responds, both teams are in the playoffs. Scherzer has a ring, to your point, and 2 no-hitters. And Alonso won consecutive home run derbies. What an accomplishment. But go on about how a game against a team whose fans are so stupid that the tomahawk chop is the only song they can remember the words to is, quote, the biggest moment of their lives. For Keith Olbermann, of all people, to talk about like other people being stupid is very rich.
You got to admit, though, that's a pretty good burn that the only lyrics you can remember are the the tomahawk chop.
Well, if it made sense and wasn't derogatory towards an entire region of people, I thought we were trying to be inclusive in 2022. It's neither here nor there. But for this dipshit to be, and by the way, they did go on to lose the next 2 games. They were swept and swept out of the division lead. So that one I just came across my timeline. Keith Olbermann sucks. That's a surprise to no one. The second
is
our
alerts on for Keith Olbermann.
I don't. This tweet's from 23 hours ago. I just saw it now. The second is Lena Dunham, who I don't know if y'all saw her tweet.
No.
You haven't seen this tweet?
No.
Oh, it's an all-timer.
I don't follow Lena Dunham.
No,
that's shocking to me.
It was making the circles.
Here's the tweet from Lena Dunham yesterday at 11.
You think I'm a Lena Dunham fan?
Yeah.
Okay.
She tweets, when I go, I want my casket to be driven through the NYC Pride Parade with a plaque that reads, quote, she wasn't for everyone, but she was for us. Who can arrange?
Wow. Thank you, Lena.
Yes.
She's straight, right?
I don't know.
I think she's queer.
That tweet made its rounds, and the gays are actually not happy with that at all.
Of course not.
They want no part of that.
It's like I want my ashes to be put inside fireworks and shot up into the sky above Fire Island in a giant display that just says ally.
Also, the who can arrange, like, yeah, for in 40 years in the future, can you go ahead and make sure that like whoever's in charge of that now put this down? Again, one of the most insufferable people on the planet. But then this part, I don't know if you're going to allow to be in the show. We may have to cut it.
Okay.
Did you see what Billy Eichner said?
I did not.
So his movie did terribly this weekend.
Okay.
And he tweeted, he goes on this tweet thread about what a great movie it is. And he made the movie. I hope he's proud of it. I hope it's good. But in response to the movie not doing well, he said, that's just the world we live in, unfortunately. Even with glowing reviews, great Rotten Tomato scores, an A cinema score, etc., straight people, especially in certain parts of the country, just didn't show up for Bros, and that's disappointing, but it is what it is. The next tweet, this is the most wild, and this is what gets me teed off. Everyone who isn't a homophobic weirdo should go see Bros tonight. You will have a blast. And it is special and uniquely powerful to see this story on a big screen, especially for queer folks who don't get this opportunity often. I love this movie so much. Go Bros. Billy Eichner, and this is the part that I don't know if you're going to leave in. I know he was on y'all's show, whatever. I don't want to piss off people who
Kelly.
guests who come in here. This guy is like, first of all, what list celebrity would you say he is? Because
Billy Eichner? Probably, I don't know.
Because it ain't A.
I'm not good at the whole list thing.
I'd give him B or C.
Yeah, probably B list, I would say.
Sure. Putting a celebrity of that level in like a movie that is marketed to an already smaller audience, and then saying it's the fault of quote homophobic weirdos who and
did he say? Wait, did he
That's how he
say?
said.
He didn't say it was the fault of homophobic weirdos. He said go see. He said go see it if you're not a homophobic
right,
weirdo. And he also said
which is evil yet brilliant at the same time. And I think that's what the left does as a whole is like, if you don't do X, you are a homophobic weirdo. And it's a circular argument. You can't argue against that because
that's an assertion.
I don't think that's what he's saying. I don't think he's saying if you don't go see it, you're a homophobic weirdo. Because I'll be honest with you.
I think that's damn near a quote.
No, he's saying if you're not
reread what he said.
He's imploring people who aren't homophobic weirdos to go see it, which is different from saying if you don't go see it, you're a homophobic weirdo.
Okay, this is a quote. Straight people, especially in certain parts of the country, just didn't show up for Bros.
That is an absolute
fact. I actually watched Bros.
But that's not 100% attributable. Like, straight people are not required to go see your movie. Make a good movie.
He's not implying that they are.
Oh, that's wrong. No, I won't let you say that. That's wrong. That is what he's saying.
I know.
You're
listening
taking
to your quotes.
so much context from what he said and just running with it, and that's literally not what he said at all.
So he said straight people didn't show up, especially in certain parts of the country.
Right.
That is probably objectively true.
Right, but that's saying it's because that straight people didn't want to go see your movie because it's a gay
You're making
rom-com.
that inference, not him.
No. No, I'm not going to let you get away with that.
Saw the movie.
He might wait, Big T.
Literally not saying that.
He might in fact just be saying straight people didn't want to come see my movie.
You don't think there's a hint of this movie did not perform as it was anticipated to because straight people would not go see a gay rom-com?
I think that he might be saying that.
Okay, so we agree then.
That's an accurate inference.
That's what he's
the
saying.
other things you're saying is not accurate.
He's saying that straight people.
Am I taking crazy pills? That's what I've been saying this whole time.
No, he's saying that straight
No,
people
that's not what
did
you're
not want to go see this movie because it's a gay rom-com. That sounds to me like that's the assertion that he's making.
Yes.
I think he might be right about that.
I think
I agree
it
with
might
you.
be the fact that this guy is a B or C list celebrity whose whole shtick is like being really annoying, and they put him in a movie, and not that many people went to see it because a lot of people don't go to movies to begin with.
Yeah.
Since I'm the only one on this podcast who's actually seen the movie,
you're the Lena Dunham.
I'm the only one on Grindr.
Yeah. So I saw the movie. I watched it because we were interviewing him, and part of my job sometimes to get some background information. So I watched it. It's funny. It is funny. But a lot of some of the jokes and stuff is not directed towards me. So I think this movie is actually going to do really well on streaming services because it'll be able to target individuals. And actually, I think it's a revolutionary movie in this new landscape. Like Matt Damon was talking about, we don't have these new box offices. The box office payouts aren't as big. Streaming, you don't have that second payout from the DVD release. But I think this will get a lot of streams when it hits streaming services because you'll have more direct contact with individuals who will like this stuff. That's like, when they put when a lot of comedians, they put stuff online and it reaches the audience that it's best selected to because they find it. Whereas these movie theaters, it's more of a wide net, and it's probably doesn't do as well in the box office because the opportunity cost to play one movie is too expensive to, let's say 10 people in each town go to the movie theater, but that 10 people doesn't cover the cost of playing the movie. Whereas on a streaming service, the individual cost to get for one play is much less, and it'll get targeted. It'll do better in those services. So I'm definitely using the wrong usage of opportunity cost, but just like the incremental value of having to put on the movie. So I think it will do well. It just wasn't a movie built for the box office because it was pretty selective.
Do you think a movie about Billy Eichner being a straight podcast host in New York City does much better than that?
Wait, what?
I have no idea.
That's
how
not
to
what the
answer that
movie's
question.
about.
Yes, it is. It's a rom-com. He's a gay podcast host. In
Oh,
the
you
movie.
said straight.
Right. I'm saying
Yeah.
if the movie
Okay.
is the same, except he's straight, does the movie do much better?
I mean, I don't know how to answer
with
that.
with the
Because a big part of this
I think
movie,
not.
a big part of this movie is that it's like a gay rom-com.
Yes.
Right? I would say that he's probably accurate in that a lot of straight guys don't want to go see a rom-com about gay guys.
what people like. Well, the thing is, a lot of rom-coms have sex appeal, and that's how they get a lot of like straight dudes in the theater.
You know why a lot of straight dudes go to watch rom-coms? And this is not like a complete blanket statement, but a lot of gay guys or a lot of straight guys go to watch rom-coms because they're on a date with a girl, and so they want to watch whatever movie she's going to like.
So that's what I was gonna. What's the last?
I blame women actually.
What's the last
I blame women
rom-com?
that Billy Eichner's movie didn't do?
What's the last rom-com that came out in theaters and did like exceedingly well?
That's a good question.
I think The
I
Big
think that's
Sick.
just a rare event.
Would you call
So
that
that
a
was-
The Big
rom-com?
Sick.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. Is the
Yeah.
Notebook a rom-com?
No.
No.
Right.
Rom.
It's,
But wait,
it's a rom. It's not
The
a
Big
rom.
Sick
Sad.
was what 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, I think it was like 2017.
So it's been a long time.
I mean, that's just the first one that comes off to the top of my head.
What's that Adam Sandler movie with
Just go with it? No, wait, that's
with the bathing suit model?
Paddington 2.
The one with Bar.
Is that the
Is it
bear?
Barbara Felly?
Yeah, that movie kicks ass.
that does.
Yeah, Brooklyn Decker. Yeah, so like Just Go With It. That's a rom-com, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like Brooklyn Decker's in it. Jennifer Aniston. Like that's the appeal.
Well, I mean, I
Like
consider
this
myself
is
a
the
rom
this is the
com.
top this is the top grossing as of what was this article written? Okay, July 21st, 2002. These are the top. This is the top 10 box office rom-coms. My Big Fat Greek Wedding in 2002. What Women Want 2000. Hitch 2005. Pretty Woman 1990. There's Something About Mary 1998. Crazy Rich Asians, that's pretty recent, 2018. The Proposal 2009. Sex and the City movie 2008. Runaway Bride 99. Knocked Up 2007. Rom-coms don't really do that well. Like nobody's rushing to the movies to see a rom-com like that anyway.
So I agree, but Crazy Rich Asians, which was a few years ago,
Did really well.
very specifically about a minority community, did very well. So I think that argument kind of goes out the window.
Also has a huge franchising opportunity with slot machines.
Oh my
Something I
god.
noticed, yeah.
That my shorty won $800 on that fucking slot machine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When we was at Lake Charles.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I was seeing them everywhere. I was like, wow, I wonder what makes more money, the movie or these slot machines?
Probably slot machines.
I think that just if you look
Fun
at
to play.
it's pretty simple to me. If it's broken down by demographics, I think a lot of straight people, it doesn't really get them off their ass to go to see a rom-com that's about gay people. Now,
But, I mean,
what if
gay
the,
people
what if the movie?
like I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say just like what if the movie was starring Adam Sandler and some other like another straight actor that is like super. Who would it be like?
Oh, wait, did
The
they
Rock-
make that movie?
You're talking about I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, but those
Yeah.
were straight guys pretending to be gay in the
Oh.
movie. What if they made The Rock and Adam Sandler do a rom-com where they're banging and they like it's them meeting each other and falling in love?
I would guess it does pretty well.
Probably.
Because those people are movie stars.
It would probably do a little bit better.
Brokeback Mountain.
I'd go see that. I'd go see that.
Which
Yeah,
is
I
exactly
like The Rock's
when you
movies.
make a movie with movie stars that people want to go see, it will probably do well.
Yeah.
When you make a movie with a guy whose whole bit is yelling at people on the street on TikTok,
I think
might not do as well.
I think Big T is just still he's got some resentment towards Billy Eichner's producer getting into a fight with him on the sidewalk.
no, his producer is a piece of shit, but I would have never brought it up again if it weren't for him going on this tweet tirade about how it's everyone else's fault that his movie didn't do well.
Definitely all limousine liberals.
Another inference. Didn't say that.
I think it'd be stupid
Arian,
to say
that
Big
is
T-
what he's saying.
It would be dumb to
find
think.
it to find me the quote.
Arian, I can't keep going around like that. I read you the quotes.
agree.
They're definitely all
You were
limousine
wrong.
liberals.
It would be dumb to think that in this case, it didn't have anything to do with the fact that it was a gay rom-com. I think a lot of people didn't go see it because it was a rom-com. They weren't interested in seeing it because it was a rom-com about gay people.
I think it's very. I think if you hear him say everyone who isn't a homophobic weirdo should go see this movie, and you think he's not at all blaming an entire swath of people, then that's fairly ridiculous in my estimation.
The homophobic weirdo thing is like it's a little weird for him to put out there, but at the same time.
But you also gotta look at it from his perspective, right? Is he gay in real life?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so like. He's probably getting a lot of hate for making a gay rom-com, right? So like
I don't
from
think
his
so.
perspective, bro, from his like I got buddies, right? And reluctantly I say this, but I got dudes who grew up in the South and like being homosexual is just odd to them. And they're like, something's wrong with you. I got real people who feel like that. And they're good people, but that's just how they were raised and that's how they were born. So like he's probably still fighting a lot of that crowd because there's still that crowd is out there. I'm not saying whether they're the majority or the minority, but there's still that crowd out there. So you still have to deal with that. So like he's promoting his movie and you got a section of society who's like, this is sinful. Like this is sinful and you're promoting sin and you're going to like that shit is, he's probably just addressing that crowd.
Well,
so it's like,
I'm not denying that those people exist. They certainly do. But like on Twitter, and social media platforms which lean very far left, like everybody's like, this movie isn't appealing. You cast a C-list celebrity as the lead in it, and it wasn't like nobody is rushing to see that movie.
I don't disagree with you.
So I think the crowd that is saying they didn't like it is not the one that you're talking about.
No, I was talking about just coming from his perspective and why he's so like PFT. Like he's a little aggressive with his promotion right there. But like I don't think he's blaming people. I just think he's like responding to people who are fucking with him.
I think at the same time he is coming from a place where this movie was like impossible to get made because there's never really been a market that anyone's ever tried to go after in terms of like a gay focused rom-com. About bros, which is why he named the movie Bros. And it was probably difficult to get it made, difficult for people to like believe that there could be a market out there. So he's probably pretty pissed off that that there wasn't that big of a market, at least in the theaters, about it. And he's probably thinking to himself, well, there's never going to be another romantic comedy made about two gay guys ever again because this has shown that the market won't sustain it. So he's probably pissed off about that too. I don't think that it's as blamey as Big T's making it out to be.
If we record a podcast about something very niche that we all think is very good, like we make it, we're like, that's one of the best podcasts we've ever done, and nobody listens to it, that is our fault. That we did not make a podcast that appeals. Our job is to get people to listen to it, and if people don't listen to it, you didn't do a good enough job of making something that people wanted to listen to.
Okay, what if we do a podcast that is about the University of Tennessee? Right?
You're
No. Just hear me out. We make a podcast that's about the University of Tennessee, and then nobody really listens to it. Maybe a few thousand people listen to it, and then we say, I blame all the people out there. There's a lot of people that didn't go to the University of Tennessee that did not listen to this podcast.
I think you're making my argument. Does that make sense in your head?
No, I guess we're saying that some of the same things then, because what Eichner is saying is that...
Because to me, that sounds ridiculous.
He's saying that straight people didn't show up to go see his movie. I think by and large, that's true.
Yeah, well, that's what we said from the onset.
I don't think he's saying that like every straight person should have seen his movie or you're homophobe if you don't. He's just saying that they didn't do it.
I think there are very clear undertones of those things.
Like you're a homophobe if you didn't go see my movie?
Not necessarily, but that the reason it did not perform well is because of straight people. Which when you lay it out like...
That is true, though. He's not wrong. Like that undertone that he's saying is what we're saying. That is true. It's but he's not saying it's there's a difference between like blaming and just like really understanding the context in which homosexuality is viewed in America, and that is his point.
The correlation is not the causation, though. Any movie that does poorly, it's because straight people didn't go to see it.
Well, it's more of like a passive responsibility. Like straight people weren't actively like avoiding it. but it was just a passive. They didn't go see it.
I actually
So
think-
you're agreeing on the same thing.
I think Big T's right.
Yes.
Like if a movie doesn't do well at the box office, you can probably blame straight people for not going to go see it.
By the way, I guarantee
That's actually completely fair. That's what like I haven't checked out the demographics yet, but that's what like 85% of America identifies as being heterosexual.
Way more than that.
By the way, this
I don't know what the numbers are.
I guarantee this movie does well on streaming services. Which we're all like jumping the gun here. Like no movie. Really does
is it a good
well.
movie?
It's a funny movie, and it will get to the gays who will watch it through the streaming services.
Rob,
It will get to them.
I love rom-coms, but I'm never gonna go see a rom-com in the theater.
right, rom-coms aren't necessarily like a movie theater experience that is like a must-go.
It's good for a couch.
Great
it's
for a
like,
couch.
it's Netflix and chill
yeah.
type thing.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
According to the most recent Gallup poll, LGBT identification in the United States is 7.1%.
It will get to that 7%. I thought it was 1 in 10.
Wait, there's only 7% of the population.
Hang-
I don't
And that's,
hang
I thought it was
that's
11.
no, that's way more than it was
Yeah.
very recently.
Hang
also.
on now.
No.
7.1% consider themselves to be LGBT. 86.3 say that they're straight or heterosexual. So I was right.
That's
So where
more.
does
That's
that-
more.
At
That's
the
more.
85%.
Where's the other
it's 14%.
7%?
That's the last one.
6.6% do not offer an opinion.
You know what's we had
Imagine taking a poll and be like, I have no opinion.
so
on this.
our football team had a sensitivity training class for freshman year, and they were like reading a sensitivity.
They're like, look to your left.
No, they're
Look
like
to your right.
They're like 1 out of 10 of you are homosexual, and everyone just looked around. That's a bad joke, but it was, imagine a bunch of 18-year-old kids coming out of high school from vastly different places, and they're just told that there's
That's probably a bad way
Out
to
of the
phrase
40
it for like an 18-year-old room.
out of like the 20 people in the class, like 2
Mhm.
it's like we gotta
One of y'all gay.
So I blame straight people for not showing up to Billy Eichner's movie. Also blame straight people for not showing up to Washington Commanders games. That's why there's only like 30% attendance. But that's straight people's fault. Like, let's be real. They need to start showing up for that.
Yeah.
But Big T, it also
straight
sounds
people
like
for showing up for the Top Gun movie.
it really made you upset that Billy Eichner.
It didn't
said
make
those
me
things.
upset. I find it ridiculous, but
Okay, well, maybe we can watch that movie together at one point.
I'm definitely
You
not
should
watching
watch
it
it.
now.
Oh, so
I'll
you're
be
a
a
homophobic
homophobic
weirdo.
weirdo, I
Okay.
guess. Yeah.
Big C, I think you should watch it. I mean, it's
why?
basically it's a good. It's like there's funny bits. It's funny, and then there's some bits where you're just like, that's not for me.
Okay.
All right, it sounds like a lot of rom-coms. I think maybe the problem is he made a rom-com, and rom-coms,
Yeah.
they just don't really do it for me. Very few rom-coms do.
Shitting me, that's my bag. I love rom-coms.
I know.
Have you
Absolutely.
did you see this movie on opening weekend?
Nah.
You're a homophobic weirdo.
I'm just not gonna go. It's rare a movie moves me to get up out of my house to go see. Like
That's my
Top Gun did
entire
it because
point.
My family was raving about it.
Yeah, Top Gun really got America going to the theater. Like that's probably the first movie in a long time that got people to get up and go to the theater.
I might watch it again.
But again, there's that sense of like a movie going experience.
Avatar 2 will probably get people going.
Oh, my brother, it is going to happen. It's going to be an explosion. Can't wait.
There's gonna be no homophobes there, that's for sure.
Nope.
There's gonna be straight people, gay people, queer people. We all gonna join hands together and say, "Let's leave Earth."
Furries.
Oh, furries, yeah.
Furries. Oh, you know who's really going to be there? Everyone who are the fan of the Navi porn on Pornhub.
What's the Navi porn?
Yeah, I'm
The
not- I'm not hip
people,
on this.
the people in the movie.
Oh, they're Navi.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's tons
But
of that.
Navi porn. There's like a Reddit thread or something.
There was like a graphic of like internet anthropologist. There was a graphic. of
Billy watched
percentage-
Navi porn.
No,
Got
I
it.
didn't. There's a percentage of like different categories and which ones were the top watched. And like in the top 20, Navi was like I think 15 or 14.
I would absolutely, do my thing with a Navi lady.
See?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys on Thursday. Love you guys.